Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Colonel Gym on the campus of Henderson County High School for Senior Night 2023, featuring your Henderson County Colonels and the Evansville Christian High School Eagles. Let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. First, the visiting Eagles of Evansville Christian. At forward, number 32, Jackson Cheshire. At center, number 21, Luke Davis. At forward, number 11, Jake Schnepper. At guard, number 14, Kadem Nab. And at guard, number 22, Josiah Dunham. The head coach of the Eagles is David Cruz. And now, the starting lineup for your Henderson County Colonels. At guard, number 3, Cooper Davenport. At guard, number 5, Alec Satterfield. And now, the 3 seniors playing their final game at Colonel Gym. At guard, number 22, Corey McElvin. At forward, number 14, Jake Rideout. And at guard, number 11, Gerard Thomas. And the head coach of the Henderson County Colonels, Tyler Smithart.
That's the voice of Colonel Jim C-Town with our starting lineups brought to you by Melinda Lunsford, your local ERA First Advantage Realtor. Opening tip presented by Butler's Apothecary. Butler's offers drug compounding, immunizations, health screenings, and free countywide delivery. Butler's Apothecary, 213 North Main Street, the way a pharmacy should be. Henderson County in their home whites on senior night. The dark gray numerals trimmed in maroon. Evansville Christian Road Royal Blues. White numerals trimmed in gold. We are underway as David Benson throws it up and may have to do it again. You're ever going to throw it up one more time? Our lead official, David Benson, Kelly Bennett, and Jesse Reeves, the other part of the crew. I'm Greg Busby along with Ryan Davenport as the tip is won by the Evansville Christian Eagles, who come in with a record of 12-8. Henderson County 20-7. Colonels on a 6-game winning streak, their longest winning streak in 8 years. With the basketball on the left side, Jake Schnepper. He gives it up to Jackson Cheshire. Now it comes to Josiah Dunham, one of the top scorers in Indiana. Back over left side, Cheshire. Kick out to Caden Nab. Now to the hands of Dunham, averaging 24 points a game for the Eagles. Schnepper guarded by Satterfield. The Colonels open up a little matchup, 2-3 it appears. Now it's into the hands of Chester out front. Chester dribbles to the left, fakes a 3, gives it up to Schnepper straight away. Now it's into the hands of Nab, out front for Nab. Cross-court pass to Dunham. 3 right of the key, just off, no good. Rebounded by Thomas for Henderson. Underneath, Gerard going the other way. Colonels right to left here in this opening half. D. Patrick Ford presents our keys to the game. Ryan, what are the keys for a Colonel's victory here tonight?
I think you got to rebound and got to play their solid defense the Colonels have been playing and try to get back on that three-point shooting streak. Colonels have kind of shot the ball not so well recently. It would be nice right here as we're ramping into the regular season, Greg, to get back in that three-point column and knock down some outside shots from beyond the three-point line tonight.
Colonel shooting just 29% from 3 as a team. Meanwhile, these Eagles, very good, 38%. Here's a 3 to start for Davenport. No good, but fouled behind the three-point line. But after the shot, so no shots. The foul came after the shot was released on the way down. So the foul whistle on Nab, Colonel's basketball. David Benson with that call. He's one of the best in the region. David's worked a few state tournaments. David Simmons between the circles, going to fire a 24-footer, a little off, no good. Rebound into the hands of Schnepper for the Eagles. With the basketball, Schnepper wasn't ready for the pass from Dunham, and now it's knocked away and stolen away by Davenport. Cooper right side, lays it up with the right hand and in. 2-0 Henderson. We played 2 minutes. Lady Colonels are in action on the road at McLean County tonight. As soon as we get a final there, we'll pass it along to you. They were up big at McLean. Headed to the fourth. With the basketball, Schnepper. Into the corner to Dunham. McElvin, who got a start tonight here on senior night on him. Doesn't see a lot of minutes, but in the lineup as one of 3 seniors. Of course, Thomas and Rideout always there. Thomas knocks away a pass, but it's right back into the hands of Chesser. Corner 3 on the way. No good for Nab. Long rebound, though, out into the hands of Schnepper. Second chance for the Eagles. Back to Nab as he hands it off to Dunham. Left block to the baseline for him now. Swings it right side back to Nab. Try to go inside with it to Davis. Deflected out of bounds by Henderson's Thomas, and it will stay with Evansville Christian. They'll play it in baseline right.
Good defense start as Colonel switching off, doing a good job rotating their spots on defense.
Schnepper into Dunham, pass up a 12-footer, kick out 3 for Chesser, no good. Long rebound, loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touched by Evansville Christian. And to go to Henderson. 2-0 Henderson, 5:05 to play in this opening quarter on senior night. Happy Valentine's Day. The Colonel Crazies in their Valentine's pink and red.
Fairly good crowd here on a Tuesday night.
Davenport, left corner to Satterfield. Right out fakes the 3 from the corner. Has it baseline. It poked away momentarily by Davis, but gets it back now out front into the hands of Satterfield. Davenport dribbles the left elbow, now into the paint from 12. Kick out to Rideout, corner to Satterfield. Driving baseline, left side, shot. Blocked and pinned against the glass by Davis. Terrific play there. With the basketball, Schnepper on that right side, threw it away, trying to go inside. With the steal is Rideout and a layup on the other end for Satterfield. 4-0 Henderson. We played 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Henderson County hosting Evansville Christian tonight. The Eagles 12-8, the Colonels 20-7. With the basketball, Davis trying to get to Dunham, deflected by Satterfield into the hands of Davenport. Third Eagles turnover, deep 3 for Cooper. Right her down, WB 3 for Cooper Davenport. 3-pointers brought to you by a former Colonel, now your local Edward Jones investment advisor, Walker Bruner. We use Walker's initials, WB, to signify Henderson made 3-pointer. And the Colonels lead at 7-0 with 3:40 to go in this first period.
Colonel's doing a good job getting out in transition, scoring quickly off the mistakes by the Eagles.
3-point try for Nab, left corner, air ball over the rim, no good. Rebounded by Thomas for Henderson. Satterfield a pass fake to the glass left side, no good. Good defense from Shepner as it's rebounded by Davis. Up the floor, Dunham. And a whistle and a foul on the floor against Henderson. This one's going to be called on Davenport, first on the Colonels.
Colonel's doing a really good job defensively in the half court.
Lakin McKinney, Dwayne Moss, Trajan Davis in for Henderson. McElvin, right out, Satterfield check out. Schnepner out of the game for the Eagles as Andrew Lynn, first substitute for Evansville Christian. With the basketball, Davis at the high post. Gives it up to Dunham. Averaging 24 points a game, but none yet for him. Dunham kicks it left side to Chesser, picks up his dribble out on the perimeter. Goes to Lynn from the right wing. Back into the hands of Chesser. Down low, tough shot, no good for Lynn. Rebounded by Davis for the Colonels. Gerard Thomas, left side to the free throw line, high post area. Spinning in the paint. Kicks to McKinney in the right corner. He's into the lane now. Now finds Moss. Left corner for Dwayne Moss. Right-hand dribble. Will come back out front with it. And he'll set up the Colonel offense here. 2.5 minutes to go first quarter. Henderson 7, Evansville Christian nothing. Moss bounces to McKinney, left of the key. McKinney on the right elbow now. Kicks it back to Moss. Moss back to McKinney straight away. Oh, handed off to Davenport.
Colonels
high left to Thomas. Colonels will reset again.
Colonels just need to take their time. Get something going here.
Trajan Davis on the left elbow to Thomas on a switch. Thomas into the paint, 12 feet away, hooks the pass to McKinney, driving in, floater from 8, no good, left of the lane, rebounded by Chesser. Minute 45 to go here in the first. Henderson County hosting Evansville Christian. Henderson on top, 7-0. With the basketball left side, Nab, and some contact underneath the basket. A foul on Henderson County. Foul whistled on the Colonels, Lakin McKinney, his first. Second against Henderson. Jake Schnepper returns for the Eagles as Nab gets a breather. And Schnepper will play it in baseline right for Evansville Christian. Out front, Dunham, straightaway three. Right her down. Josiah Dunham, 6'1" junior. Again, coming in averaging 24 points a game, a 37% three-point shooter. Has his first three, and he has his Eagles on the board. Henderson 7. Evansville Christian 3 with a minute 20 to go here in the first.
Colonel's got to locate him. He's going to take some of those open shots. Can't let him have them, those easy ones.
Trajan Davis left baseline to the block, cut off there. Hooks the pass to McKinney, who gets the right block, missed one from 4. A rare miss underneath from McKinney. Rebounded by Luke Davis. Off to Dunham. Dunham again, straightaway three. That one's a little off, no good. Rebounded, though, by Davis, and a second chance. Now 3 in the corner. Good left side for Andrew Lynn. Points off the bench for the Eagles, and all of a sudden they're within a point. Under a minute to go here in the first. Thomas into the paint, left side, turns, spins, 10-footer. Good move.
Good move there by Gerard.
First points for Thomas, averages a team best 18 for Henderson. And now Thomas has a steal on the other end. Gerard running the floor to the rack right side, flips it up and in. Steal in the basket for Gerard Thomas. 4 points, 2 boards, and a steal now for him. And the Colonels push it right back to 5 here in the final 20 seconds of the first quarter.
Colonel's doing a good job, still getting out in transition. Quick tempo, get it up, get those easy baskets.
With the basketball, Dunham kicks it right side. A 3-point try on the way for Chesser, off no good. Rebounded by McKinney for the Colonels. And that is the end of the first quarter. After one, Henderson County 11, Evansville Christian 6. Our game tonight here on WSON being brought to you by First Federal Savings Bank. Back with the second quarter after this on WSON. Hey, Isaac, get it to me as soon as you can. Okay, we're starting the second quarter. Start of the second quarter, Henderson County on top of Evansville Christian, 11-6. Thomas driving right side, a shot up, no good, but he is fouled. And Gerard will go to line for a couple of free throws as the foul goes on Evansville Christian's Luke Davis. Gerard Thomas at the line for 2. First one up, no good. Welcome in our radio audience. I'm Greg Busby with Ryan Davenport, Scott Stone, and the Lady Colonels. Victory at McLean County. Just underway, second quarter here from Colonel Jim and Henderson boys action. Henderson County on top of Evansville Christian, 12-6. Evansville Christian coming in with a record of 12-8. The Colonels, 20-7. Colonels scored the first 7 points of the game. Evansville Christian knocked down a couple threes to bring it within 1. And then 5 straight for the Colonels after that. That's where we stand now. 12-6 with 7.5 minutes to go in the first half. Pass deflected out of bounds by Lakin McKinney, and it will stay with Evansville Christian. Henderson's won the previous two meetings between the two schools, although they've been competitive. An 11-point win 2 years ago, just a 4-point victory at Christian last year. Here's a pass deflected, but it's right in the hands. A three-point try on the corner is good for Andrew Lynn. Lynn has knocked down 2 threes off the bench for Coach David Cruz, and the Eagles pull within 3. 7:10 to play first half. Evansville Christian, one of the top scorers in Indiana, Josiah Dunham, averaging 24 a game. He has 3 in 9 minutes of play. Gerard Thomas between the circles for Henderson. Davenport left side, who's knocked down a 3 earlier. McKinney a little right in the middle of the lane from 2 feet, puts it up and in. Lakin coming off 23 last night in the win over Hancock County, his first points.
Well, full court press there, Greg. Broke it.
Colonels lead back to 5, and a bucket and a foul from the left side off the glass and good for Jackson Chesser, his first points. The foul goes on McKinney. That's 2 on Lakin McKinney. 3 on Henderson. Possible 3-point play for Jackson Chesser. It's up off the back rim, no good. Rebounded by Satterfield for the Colonels. Our game tonight here on WSON being brought to you by First Federal Savings Bank. Have a new location, the 41 Strip, near Mr. B's. We'll tell you more about First Federal Savings Bank as we go along. Davenport on the right wing. Try to dribble to the corner, cut off. Now comes back out front, well out front to Thomas, about 40 feet away from the basket. Now Gerard driving right side, underneath the basket. Tough angle, puts it up, had it blocked. And the rebound saved into the hands of Lynn. Up before to Dunham. Left baseline for him. Right corner. Now kick out 3 for Lynn. Got another one. Andrew Lynn. A 46% three-point shooter, and we see why as the Eagles have tied the game at 14. We have a timeout. 5:53 to go in the first half. Back after this on WSON. Bumper back after this. 5:53 to go first half. Evansville Christians tied the game at 14. 9 points off the bench for 6'4" junior Andrew Lynn, coming in shooting a team best 46% from 3. And he stroked a few of them here in this first 10 minutes of the ball game. Satterfield with it for Henderson. A little motion. And bad pass trying to get it inside of Davenport. Actually was deflected off an Eagle, then back off Davenport, and it's the Colonels' first turnover of the night.
Yeah, bullet pass trying to get down low, Satterfield to Davenport, and it just went, unfortunately, Davenport couldn't hold on to it and went off of his leg.
But you ever really got to it.
Yeah.
Kind of Satterfield forced that one in there. With the basketball, Schnepper between the circles. Gives it up to Chesser. Down low, Lynn turns and misses from 4. Offensive rebound put back up, but blocked by Rideout. Rebounded by Thomas. Thomas with it for Henderson. Right of the lane, now spinning. Kicks it out in the corner to Rideout. Now Satterfield fires a pass into Davis. Left block. Good catch from the Colonels quarterback. Satterfield gets it to Thomas underneath the basket, and a whistle and a foul coming up Thomas headed to the line for two after the foul goes on Josiah Dunham, his first, third against the Eagles.
Got to get better with some of our passes. They're either bullet passes or kind of above our guys' heads. We got to make sure we hit them in the chest. Thomas had to go up for that pass down low and out in the wing. And
free throw up and in for Thomas. Gerard now 6 points, 2 of 3 from the line. Caden Knabb returns for Evansville Christian as Chesser gets a breather. Coach David Cruz just plays about 6, but he does a great job at Evansville Christian just in their first year of sanctioned IHSA basketball. There's a 5 or 6 year probationary period coming out as a Christian school, so obviously they're in Class 1A, but good team. They're in the top 10 of that 1A. There's a pass up the floor, knocked away by Davis, now loose, out of bounds, off a Colonel, and it will stay with Evansville Christian.
Unfortunate there. Should have forced that turnover. Instead, it stays with the Eagles.
15-14, Schnepper to play it in, baseline right. Into Dunham in front of the Henderson bench, down to our right, puts on the floor with the left hand. Left side over to Knabb, now back out front to Schnepper. Back to Knabb out high left. Dunham in front of the Colonel student section, driving baseline, gets to the rack, puts it up and in. Dunham with 5. And Evansville Christian has their first lead, 16-15, 4:20 to go in this first half. Davenport bounces the high post to Thomas. Schnepper on him. Davenport deep three, 26-footer off, no good. Rebound into the hands of Andrew Lynn. Dunham will bring it up for the Eagles. Back to Lynn in the corner to Schnepper. Lynn out high right, now Dunham at the jump circle. Evansville Christian in their road Royal Blues. White numerals trimmed in gold as Dunham off the glass. Too strong for the left side. Rebounded by Thomas for Henderson. 3-on-2 for the Colonels. So Satterfield left side. Can't finish at the rim. Try to go under a defender and flip it up. No good. Rebounded by Davis. Schnepper. Left side over to Lynn. Dunham. Dunham to the left elbow. Gives it up to Lynn. 22-footer off. No good. Rebounded by Davis for the Colonels. Up the floor. Whistle and a foul. Possible three-point play for Cooper Davenport. Colonels beat the Eagles down the floor there. And a possible three-point play for Davenport as the foul whistled on Lynn, his first.
Good in transition again. Davenport taking it to the basket strong. Like to see him do more of that. Get to that free throw line and get that free throw percentage where he's shooting about 80-something%. Get that up.
Lynn going to the bench for Evansville Christian as Chesser returns. Davenport with 7 to lead the Colonels. Free throw up and in. 8 for Davenport. Colonels by a basket with 3:15 to go in the first half. Dunham, left side to Schnepper. Back to Dunham at the jump circle. Bounces to Caden Knabb now. Back over to Dunham. Schnepper a 3, top of the key. Too strong, off the glass and off the rim. Rebounded by Thomas. Up the floor to Davenport, who dribbles to the corner. Now to Dwayne Moss, who brings it middle of the floor for Henderson. Out near the timeline. Between his legs, now comes back out front. Wants to hand it off to Thomas, who takes it. Out in the backcourt. Thomas from the left side. Kicks to Davis, to Davenport. Davenport in the paint. Shot up no good from 8. Rebounded though by Thomas. Back up, that one's no good. And it's rebounded by Davis. Third chance here for the Colonels. 3 for Thomas in the corner, no good. McKinney has a rebound. Back up and in from 6. Colonels on their 4th chance. McKinney with 4. And Henderson pushes their lead 2-4 with 2:10 to go in the first half.
Good job getting second chance points there. Keep fighting. Get those second chance points there.
Chesser at the high post. Left side, Schnepper a 3, no good, but a whistle and a foul behind the three-point line. McKinney ran into Schnepper. It is McKinney's 3rd personal foul here in this first half. And Schnepper, a 65% free throw shooter, will shoot 3.
Bad foul by Lakin.
Free throw rattles in good for Jake Schnepper, 6'4", 140 senior, his first points. Second free throw coming up for Schnepper, coming in averaging 9 points, 2 rebounds a game. Wow. Davis and Davenport coming out. McKinney, and there were 3 fouls. They didn't get him. Free throw up and off. No good. Rebounded by Rideout. Minute 50 to go here in this first half, 20-18. And Cole Branson's up off the bench now. Colonel bench may not have gotten to that third foul in a time. And McKinney got to play it smart here too. He subbed out. Moss, a 3 on the right corner. No good. Rebound into the hands of Dunham for Evansville Christian. Dunham trying to get it to the left side. Deflected out of bounds by Satterfield. As Davenport, Branson went back to the bench, will not come in. Davenport is in for McKinney, who goes to the bench with 3 fouls with 91 seconds to go in his first half. 2-point game. Henderson 20, Evansville Christian 18. The Eagles coming in 12-8. Colonels 20-7. Colonels on a 6-game winning streak, their best streak in 8 years. Got to go back to that exciting 2015 team that was top 10 all season. With the basketball, Schnepper at the high post, gives it up. Now Chesser out high right with it. Chesser to the high post. Left side to Nab, cut off on the baseline. Try to get it back inside, deflected. The pick back up by Schnepper. Now Dunham on the right wing. Out high right for him now to the middle. Good entry pass, and a shot up no good for Chesser, but draws contact against Rideout. Jake Rideout for Henderson picks up his first foul. So a couple free throws coming up here for Jackson Chesser. And he misses his first. Chesser now 0 of 2 from the line. Averages 9.6 rebounds, just 2 points and a board so far with under a minute to go here in the first. Second free throw off the front rim, no good. Rebounded by Moss for Henderson. Thomas got in deep. Left post, puts it off the glass and in for a Farmers Bank shot. Farmers Bank thinks long term, always have, always will. So that makes all the difference at Farmers Bank, 1555 South Green Street in Henderson. Closing in on halftime, 30 seconds left. Colonels on top, 22-18. Schnepper gave it up, tried to get it back to him. Bad pass, Satterfield to steal, and a layup on the other end. We've seen that a couple of times tonight from Alec as he has 4. Colonels lead is 6. Final 12 seconds of the half. Little collision on the screen, no whistle. Dunham goes inside. Chesser puts it up and in. Davenport, 60-footer at the buzzer. No good. Colonels on top, 24-20. As Ryan Davenport is with the head coach.
Observation on the first half.
Too many open shots for those guys. I mean, they're getting clean looks offensively. Didn't score very well, just mainly because of execution. We're not moving the ball quick enough.
Second half.
That's the head coach of the Colonels, Tyler Smithhart. Henderson County goes in the locker room, leading Evansville Christian 24-20 here on senior night in Henderson. Our game being brought to you by First Federal Savings Bank. First Federal Savings Bank is a community bank with over 118 years of experience. At First Federal Savings Bank, they are your BFF, banking friend forever. First Federal Savings Bank, member FDIC. Stay tuned. We'll catch up with Elisa Snyder from First Federal Savings Bank here at halftime. After this word from Henderson County Schools, it's Colonels at the half. Your halftime score, Henderson County Colonels 24, Evansville Christian Eagles 20. Colonels at the half coming up next. Welcome to Colonels at the half here on WSON, brought to you by Classic Automotive and Inclusion Center. At the half, the Henderson County Colonels lead the Evansville Christian Eagles here on senior night in Henderson, 24-20. Colonels led 11-6 after the first quarter. Henderson scored the first 7 points of the game, and then the Eagles scored the next 6, make it 7-6, and then the Colonels scored 4 in a row to end that first quarter to take the 5-point lead in the second. Much tighter in that second period with Evansville Christian actually outscoring the Colonels 14-13 to trim the lead to 4 at the half. Individually in the first half for Evansville Christian, Andrew Lynn, the 6'4 junior, shooting 46% from 3, 9 points. He knocked down 3 3-pointers. 9 points in that first half for Lynn. 5 points for Josiah Dunham. 4 points for Jackson Chesser. 2 for Jake Schnepper. Caden Nabb, Luke Davis both played but did not score. For the Henderson County Colonels, 8 points apiece from Cooper Davenport and Gerard Thomas. Thomas also had a team best 6 rebounds in that opening half. 4 points each for Alex Satterfield and Lakin McKinney. Meanwhile, Henderson County's Jake Rideout, Dwayne Moss, Trajan Davis, and Corey McElvin, who got the start on senior night, all played but did not score. Few team stats. Henderson County from the floor, 10 of 24, 41% shooting. Meanwhile, Evansville Christian 7 of 19, 36% from the field. From 3, the Colonels were 1 of 7, 14%. Christian 4 of 12, 33% from the free throw line. Henderson 3 of 5, 60%. Christian 3 of 6, 50%. Henderson County out-rebounded Evansville Christian 15 to 12 in that opening half. Turnovers, Henderson 1. The Eagles had 5. It all adds up to a 4-point lead at the half with Henderson County on top of Evansville Christian. D. Patrick Ford presents our keys to the game. Ryan Davenport, how the keys look here at halftime with the Colonels up 24-20.
Well, looking at the rebound situation, Colonel's doing +2 in rebound advantage, +2 or 3 in that, and then they've shot the ball not as well as they probably hoped for, 1 for 7 from 3. But the defense, the defensive key there, they've done a fairly good job holding the Eagles to 20 points. Only thing on the defense end that needs to probably be a little bit better is got to watch the shooters for them. Dunham and also Lynn. You've got to guard those two guys. They can knock it down from out the floor. And so going forward, hopefully the Colonels can do that in order to come away with the win tonight.
Keys the game brought to you by D. Patrick Ford. We'll hear from them. And Classic Automotive will be back with the second half. Henderson 24, Evansville Christian 20. Our game being brought to you by First Federal Savings Bank. Back with the second half after this on WSON. Bumper after Classic. Start of the second half, Henderson County 24, Evansville Christian 20. Our game tonight being brought to you by First Federal Savings Bank. Have you heard? First Federal Savings Bank is now serving the Henderson community with a new branch located at 2555 Highway 41 North. Visit them for all your banking needs. First Federal Savings Bank, member FDIC. Evansville Christian with the basketball to start in their road royal blue uniforms. White numerals trimmed in yellow. Colonel's home whites with the maroon numerals. Here's a steal by Satterfield, his third of the night. 6 turnovers for Evansville Christian in the lane. Satterfield from 6 can't finish, and it's rebounded by Chesser. Far sideline to Dunham. Now Schnepper back over to Chesser, left side. Nab on the right wing. They give him a little room. Inside it goes, and a nice cut and a basket up and in from the 6'4 Jackson Chesser. He has 6. And Colonels by a basket. Thomas splits a trap. Foul on the floor against Evansville Christian. As the foul whistled on Chesser, his first. Webster County girls a winner tonight. They knocked off Marshall County 60-55. Davenport a three right corner, no good for Henderson. Rebounded by Schnepper for the Eagles. Only final you got to get. Of course, the Lady Colonels a winner tonight. 64-40. Three out front for Schnepper, no good. And Thomas, strong rebound for Henderson. Lady Colonels of the win tonight on the road, improved to 21-4. There's a pass intercepted by Nab. Just the Colonel's second turnover down in the paint. Spinning Dunham off the glass, can't get it to go. Rebound tapped out. Chased down by Davis, and a second chance for the Eagles. Dunham from the right corner. Left corner three for Schnepper. Good. Schnepper, a 42% three-point shooter, his first of the night. He has 5, and the Eagles have the lead 25-24. 6:25 to go in the third.
Got to have high hands out on those shooters for sure the rest of the game.
Thomas, 22-footer straight away. Long off the rim. Long rebound to the hands of McKinney. And a second chance for Henderson. Thomas now to the paint. Lost it. Loose ball and had it stolen away. Colonel's third turnover. On the other end, Dunham to steal in the basket. Dunham with 7, averages a team best 24 as Christian goes up 3 with just under 6 minutes to go in the third.
That'll be better in transition defense off of the Colonel's mistakes.
That's Christian's biggest lead. Their only other lead was 1 midway through that second quarter. Davenport between the circles. Out high right to Gerard Thomas. Thomas near his own bench. Now dribbles to the middle of the floor with the left hand. To Davenport right side. McKinney into the right corner. Now he comes out near the wing. Now straight away to right out. Thomas from the left wing. Driving in. Gets by the first man. Off the glass. No good. Rebound being knocked around. Thomas has it for the Colonels. Puts it up from 4 and is fouled. 8 points, 8 boards for Gerard Thomas tonight. Foul whistle on Luke Davis, his second. Thomas 2 of 4 from the line tonight, 64% on the season.
Good hustle from Thomas to get his own board, fight for the rebound.
Free throw up and in for Gerard. Playing in his final game here on senior night in Henderson. McKinney and Satterfield out for Henderson. Moss and Davis into the game. Better give Thomas time to tuck in his jersey and try to put in this second free throw for his 10th point. Free throw up and good. 10 for Thomas along with 8 rebounds. Brings the Colonels within a point. Evansville Christian on top, 27-26. 5:08 to go in the third. With the basketball is Nab. Gets it left side to Chesser. Now the perimeter for him, guarded by Moss. Hands it off to Dunham. Back to Chesser. Try to go inside, and a reaching foul on Davis. Good call. Had his arm wrapped around Davis, who tried to receive that pass, and Thomas picks up his first foul of the night. Schnepper to play it in baseline left for the Eagles. Fires to Dunham left wing. Back to Schnepper on the baseline. Cut off by Davis. Right corner 3 on the way for Nab. In and out, no good. Rebound being tapped around, and it's still tapped around finally into the hands of Chesser. And a second chance for the Eagles. Starting to close the gap on the boards a little bit.
Got to get the block out.
Three-pointer Nab, good look. Couldn't finish, though, and a long rebound out to Davenport for Henderson, who wants to push it. Didn't have the numbers and slows it up. To Moss, right back to Davenport at the jump circle. Colonels left or right on her radio down here in this second half. Trailing 27-26 with 4:15 to go in the third. Thomas underneath the basket left side. Dumps it off for Davis. Had it blocked from behind. Thomas gets the rebound. He's blocked. And it's loose. Coming out front with it is Nab. Inside it goes to Chesser, who puts it up and in. And a timeout, Henderson. 3:59 to go in the third. Tyler Smithart hot at the official. But it's the Eagles on top, 29-26. Back into this on WSON, our game being presented by First Federal Savings Bank. Bumper after this one. 3:59 to go in the third quarter. Evansville Christian 29, Henderson County 26. Colonels, 3 seniors celebrated before the game tonight, along with the senior dance and cheer Colonels. Henderson County's basketball seniors Gerard Thomas, Jake Rideout, and Corey McElvin. McElvin got his first start on senior night, played a few minutes, and McKinney, who normally starts, came back into the game for him. Thomas with the basketball straight away for the Colonels. Dribbles to the left of the key, now back again straight away. Chesser out on him. 3-point Christian lead. Thomas into the paint. Kick out to Moss. Left side to Rideout. Now the baseline to Davis. Back to Moss in the wing. Moss into the paint from 10 feet. Now picks up his dribble. Gets it to Davenport. Cooper, right side. Shot from 6. Tough one. No good. Rebounded by Schnepper. I think they need Moss to take that shot on the left side, Ryan.
Yeah, for sure. He's got to pull up and get some confidence back in that three-point shot. He had attempted very many all year.
Chesser into that right corner and gets it to Dunham. Far sideline for him. Now middle of the floor it comes to Nab. Under 3 minutes to go in the third. 29-26. Evansville Christian on top. Three-pointer Dunham left side. Good. 6-point lead for the Eagles. Their biggest. Dunham now with 10, averages 24 a game. Thomas quickly on the other end, underneath the basket, threw it away. Boy, he threw it right into the hands of Schnepper. 4th Henderson turnover. With the basketball, Davis. Cross court to Dunham in front of his own bench. Baseline 16-footer, right her down. Dunham starting to heat up. Tyler Smithart throws his water bottle into the bench area. Frustration for the Colonels. 2:24 to go in the third. It is Evansville Christian 34, Henderson County 26. Back after this on WSON. Our game being brought to you by First Federal Savings Bank. 2 and a liner. 2:24 to go third quarter. 8-point lead for Evansville Christian. 34-26 on Henderson. Colonels with the basketball, trying to get something going offensively. Rideout out front with it. Davenport to Moss out high right. Satterfield now from the left side. Back over to McKinney. McKinney holding it. Now Rideout. Right out one to the back. Satterfield dribbles to the baseline. Back to Moss. Now goes right side to Davenport.
Colonels have 2 shooters on the court, and Davenport and Moss. You got to get somebody open for a
There's Davenport, a 3 right side, no good, and the rebound is out of bounds to Evansville Christian. The Eagles playing a sticky man-to-man, staying right with them there, Ryan. You got to, 26 points. Tip your hat to the Eagles, not letting Henderson get any good looks.
Yeah, they played really good, solid defense in this second half. Thomas will get ready to check back in for the Colonels.
David Cruz, great job at Evansville Christian. With the basketball, Dunham driving left side. Some contact there. A basket, I would think, is in, but I would think they'd wave it off. Yeah, a foul on the floor on Satterfield. His first, team second. Nab going to get a breather as Andrew Lynn's the game. Lynn had 9 points off the bench. Their best three-point shooter. Dunham into the corner to Lynn. Back to Dunham. Minute 10 to go in the third. Evansville Christian by 8. Dunham working on Satterfield. Step back 16-footer. A little short, no good. Rebound loose on the floor. Picked up by Satterfield after it's kept alive by Davenport. Sadie to Rideout. Good look. Rideout had his shot blocked. McKinney there to pick it up and put it in. McKinney, 6 points, 3 boards. Colonels draw within 6 with 45 seconds to go in the third. Schnapper will bring it up for the Eagles.
Colonels need a stop here. Only down 2 possessions. Need a big stop here.
Dunham out with it now, 40 feet away from the basket, far sideline. Satterfield out on Dunham. Dunham tripped up but maintains his dribble. Over to Chesser, right back to Dunham at the jump circle with 22 seconds. Chesser, left wing, back to Dunham. 34-28 Christian with 15 seconds to go in the third. With the basketball, Lynn on the baseline. Corner kick to Schnepper. Fakes the 3, now he's cut off. Now a 15-footer off the side of the backboard, no good for Lynn. And then he fouled a Colonel.
He fouled McKinney, didn't he?
Couldn't quite tell, right?
They call that a team rebound?
Probably so, yeah, out of bounds. Half-court shot for Thomas at the buzzer, no good. Gerard probably had about 4 or 5 more steps. He could have took it. Instead, it's a 6-point lead for the Eagles as we go to the fourth. Evansville Christian 34, Henderson County 28. Our game being brought to you by First Federal Savings Bank. We'll hear from them. Be back with the fourth quarter after this on WSON. Two and a bumper. Henderson County basketball to start the fourth quarter. Colonels trail here on senior night by 6, 34-28. McKinney into the paint, try to get it down to Rideout, and it's knocked away out of bounds by Christian. A bit of a break there for the Colonels.
Yeah.
I think Lake probably could have shot that one from 10 or 12 feet, but try to get it to Rideout on the baseline. And the Colonels keep possession as Davenport will play it in baseline right. And to Thomas in the right corner. Nice look to Rideout cutting. He has a reverse layup up and in. First points for Jake Rideout tonight.
Nice pass from Thomas to go to the big man down low.
Colonels within 4, 7.5 minutes to go in the game. With the basketball, Davis in the right corner. And it's thrown away by Satterfield. Saddy's forced steal. Gets it to McKinney with the left hand, lays it up, no good, couldn't finish. Had a tough angle at it, rebounded by Davis. Dunham with it now for Evansville Christian. Left side to Nab, now middle of the floor for Nab between the circles. Chester kick to Lynn, wide open three. Off the side rim, front part, and goes high, back through the bottom of the net. Lynn's 4-3, and a timeout, Evansville Christian. 6:58 to go in the fourth. It is Evansville Christian 36, Henderson 30. Our game being presented by First Federal Savings Bank here on WSON. Bumper after this one. Bumper back. 6:58 to go in the fourth quarter. That bucket originally, a 2 was on the board, but it definitely was a 3. So the score is Evansville Christian 37, Henderson County 38 with 7 minutes to go in the game. 4-3 from Andrew Lynn off the bench. He shoots a team best 46%, but he got a shooter's roll on that one. Thomas into the paint, gets to the rack, puts it up no good, but a whistle and a foul. And Henderson's Gerard Thomas will go to the line for a couple of free throws as the foul goes on Andrew Lynn, his third. The Colonels got to knock down some free throws here. 2 of them coming up here for Thomas, who's 4 of 6 from the line tonight. Free throw up and rattles in good. 11 points, 9 rebounds for Thomas. Lynn coming out of the game as Luke Davis, 6'7", 200-pound junior, back in. Second free throw coming up and in and out. Thomas on the second one, rebounded by Chester for Evansville Christian. Dunham in the backcourt. Up to 4 to Nab. Nab middle forward to Schnepper. Underneath, easy bucket for Davis. Everybody touched the ball there for the Eagles. And they matched their biggest lead at 8, 39-31 with 6:25 to go in the fourth. Thomas dribbled off his foot, got it back, gets it out to Davenport, and he hands it back off to Thomas. With the basketball, Thomas to the right wing now. Left-hand dribble, fires a 28-footer, goes, nothing but net. WB 3 for Gerard Thomas. Smithhart didn't want it. It goes down, and it pulls the Colonels within 5.
Big shot there from Thomas. We need some offense to get going.
Three-pointer is brought to you by a former Colonel, now your local Edward Jones investment advisor, Walker Bruner. 39-34, Evansville Christian, 5:45 to go. With the basketball, Nab straight away, bounces to Dunham. Dunham penetrating in, wide open left side and a jam for the 6'7" junior Luke Davis. 4 points, all of them here in the fourth. Lead back to 7. Thomas another 3. That one's off. No good. Don't want to get happy with that shot. Rebound chased down by Davis. Dunham. Right elbow now dribbles out high right with it. 40 feet away from the basket. Far sideline for Dunham. Satterfield on him. In the corner, Davis. Back to Dunham. Dunham straight away. Davis switches off on him. Gets by him and a layup for Dunham and a timeout. Henderson. Josiah Dunham now with 14. And Evansville Christian has their biggest lead at 9. The Eagles 43, the Colonels 34, 4:55 to go in the fourth. Back after this on WSON. Two and an ID. 4:48 to go in the game. Evansville Christian 43, Henderson County 34 here on senior night in Henderson. As the Eagles try to break the Colonels' hearts here on Valentine's night. Thomas with it for the Colonels. A lot of dribbling, had it poked away, gets it back near the jump circle.
Colonel's got to be smart here on offense to get something going.
Thomas driving in, finds Rideout, cutting the right baseline, and he's fouled, and Rideout will head to the line. Foul whistled on Dunham, his second. Rideout, only 2 points and 1 rebound tonight. 69% free throw shooter, and he will have 2 here. Jake neutralized a bit by the good size of the Eagles. Schnepper 6'4", Davis 6'7", Lynn 6'4", Chester 6'4". Free throw for Rideout in.
Yeah, they've got some tall guys in the paint to be able to guard him, kind of switch off on him, and he's given Jake fits tonight.
Second free throw, got them both. 2 big free throws there, though, to bring the Colonels within 7. 4:20 to go in the fourth. 43-36, Evansville Christian. Third meeting between the two schools. The other two have been close. Colonels won by 11 2 years ago, pulled away late, and Evansville Christian last year on their home floor played the Colonels to a 4-point game before Henderson came away with a win. A very, very small school out of Indiana, Class 1A, in their first year of sanctioned basketball, played in the Christian League for a few years, and first year as an official IHSA competing school. 3 in the corner, no good for Nab, rebounded by Davenport for Henderson. Davis to the right baseline, Thomas, and had his shot blocked back into his hands. It'll be a jump ball, and it will go to Evansville Christian. .340 remaining. Evansville Christian by 7, 43-36. Schnepper out high left. One dribble, bounces it over on the right side to Dunham. Henderson only 1 timeout remaining. Evansville Christian has 4. As we're down to 3:20 to play. Dunham guarded by Thomas. Chesser left side, and a reach-in foul called on Rideout. Rideout second. 3 on Henderson. They still got 3 to give, and a timeout called by Christian. 3:13 to go in the fourth. Evansville Christian 43, Henderson County 36. Back after this on WSON, our game being presented by First Federal Savings Bank. Liner after this one. Probably about 100 or so fans made the trip from Evansville Christian. They had a little big Go Big Blue chant going on earlier as they lead it by 7, 43-36 with 3:08 to go in the fourth.
The Lady Colonels players showing up here to watch this final 3 minutes.
Yep, just off the bus from McLean County where they won tonight, 64-40. Lady Colonels were 9 of 17 from 3, 52% in that win. 21 wins on the season now for Jeff Hale and his Lady Colonels. 3 right side for Schnepper on the way. No good. Rebound chased down by Davenport for Henderson. To Satterfield. Great look to McKinney, but couldn't handle the pass. Running the right baseline. Maybe just a little bit in front of him. Pretty good look, but it's turned over. The Colonels' 5th.
Yeah, you would have told me that only 5 turnovers for the Colonels, that the Colonels would be in good shape, but not so much, down 7 with 2:35 to play.
7-point Evansville Christian lead, 2.5 minutes to play. With the basketball, Schnepner on the right corner. Colonels trap him now and tries to kick it out, but a timeout. Christian gets the timeout. 2:23 to go in the fourth. Evansville Christian ball when we come back. They lead at 43-36 here on WSON. Two and a bumper. 2:23 to go, fourth quarter. Evansville Christian 43, Henderson County 36. Eagles basketball to play it in baseline right. It'll be Shepner to play it in. Gets in the corner to Dunham, and Dunham fouled by Thomas. Colonels still have a couple to give, just a fourth team foul. 2 on Gerard Thomas. That's the good news in this spot. Colonels can be really aggressive, trying to get some steals here with 2 fouls to give because they're going to need to get some more in there. And it's Davis. Nearly forces Chester out of bounds. It gets it into the hands of Dunham now. Dunham to Schnepner. And Schnepner guarded and fouled by Rideout. 15 foul. Rideout's third. Rideout on the top and McKinney now each with 3. Each team with 5 team fouls now. And Nick Bell coming into the ball game for Henderson. Probably just to D somebody up real good and foul quickly. Rideout coming out. They don't want to get a foul on him and make it his 4th. Schnepner looking to get it in. Got it right into Chester for a layup. 10 for Chester. The lead back to 9 for Evansville Christian. Thomas on the other end finds Bell cutting, had his shot rejected. Thomas a rebound, back up in, and he's fouled. Davis got the block, but Thomas there to pick it back up and in. Chester hit with his second foul. 16 points, 10 rebounds for Gerard Thomas. Bell and Davis out. Rideout and McKinney return for Henderson.
Got to get 3 points the old-fashioned way here, Greg, and cut this lead deficit to 6.
Thomas 5 of 8 from the line, hits that one. And the Colonels make it 45-39, down 6 with 2:01 to play. Dunham to get it in, running the baseline, gets it in to Nab, right back to Dunham. Now Nab in the backcourt, back to Dunham. Spins here to the baseline, middle of the floor, flips it to Chester. Chester driving right side, shot on McKinney, no good. Rebounded by Thomas for Henderson. Gerard, middle of the floor, backing his way in, turns, and a whistle. And a hold, a foul called on Dunham. His 3rd, it'll be on the floor, but it's a 1-and-1. So it'll be a 1-and-1 coming up for Gerard Thomas with the Colonels down 6.
Yeah, and here's where free throws are key. They can be the difference in the winning a basketball game and losing a basketball game.
Thomas 6 of 9 tonight, 64% on the season. Free throw up and in. He'll get the bonus shot. 6'3", 220 senior pulls it to within 5. 4 straight by the Colonels. Minute 44 to go in regulation. Second free throw, got them both. 5 straight by Henderson to pull within 4. A lot of way to go. A minute 44 left. Dunham. Boy, nearly threw it away. Trying to get it on that left corner. Satterfield, I think, touched it out of bounds, and now Dunham will play it in on that left side. Henderson picking up full court press. Dunham in the backcourt. Gets it to Nab, back to Dunham. Now across the timeline, flips it left side to Chesser. Nab now to Dunham with a minute and a half to go. And now Satterfield fouls Dunham. 6-team foul. Satterfield picks up his second. So the next Henderson foul will send Evansville Christian to the line. Be interesting if they foul here immediately or try to play it out for a few seconds here down 4.
I would say play it out maybe for a few
Inbounds
seconds.
comes into Dunham. Colonel's trying to trap him. He's deep in the backcourt, and he's bumped by Thomas. Thomas picks up his third foul, and Dunham will have a 1-and-1 on the other end. He is a 68% free throw shooter. Josiah Dunham, 14 points tonight, averages 24 games, one of the top scorers in Indiana.
Surprised a little bit that he doesn't shoot better than 68% from the free throw line.
Not a good free throw shooting team, Ryan. Just as a team, 57%. I'm sorry,
knocks it down.
60%, but not very good team free throw shooting. And then there you go, Dunham knocks it down. 15 for Dunham to make it a 5-point lead. Second free throw, that one off the back rim twice. Rebounded by Thomas for Henderson. Colonel's down 5, minute 25 to go. Thomas trying to go coast to coast, hooks it past to McKinney. High off the glass, no good. Rebounded, actually it's rebounded in the hands of Dunham. Thomas had it momentarily, but Dunham has it. Shot off the glass, left side on Satterfield, good. 7-point Evansville Christian lead. Satterfield fires a pass before it appeared to be deflected by Evansville Christian, and they say no, out of bounds to Henderson. Out of bounds to Evansville Christian, so Colonel's turn it over. Satterfield trying to hit Thomas from about 3/4 court on a pass. Minute 8 to go, 7-point Evansville Christian lead, inbounds to Dunham.
Too big of a hurry there.
Yep. Dunham gets it across himself, trailed by a couple of Colonels, hands it off. Now Satterfield fouls Schneppner. Satterfield's third, and Jake Schneppner will have a 1-and-1. Schnepper, 2 of 3 from the line tonight, 65% on the season. Evansville Christian by 7 with 59 seconds left. Free throw up and in for Jake Schnepper. 6 for him.
They called that foul on McKinney.
They got on Thomas.
Okay.
Thomas has a rebound after the second free throw rolls out. Colonel's down 8. Thomas pull up 3. Good. Gerard Thomas hits a straightaway 3. Trying to keep the Colonels in it. It's a 5-point game. Inbounds comes into Dunham. 49-44 Evansville Christian. Dunham gets it across to Nab. Now Chester dribbling in. Kicked back out. Colonels need a foul. Dunham with it, and is fouled finally by Rideout with 33 seconds.
Smith are not liking it that the Colonels are just standing around and not, aggressively trying to go after for the foul.
4 on the Rideout, 9 on the Colonels, so a 1-and-1 here for Dunham. His team up 5, 33 seconds left. Free throw good.
Dunham has played really well for the Eagles.
He's got 18, 13 of them here in the second half. 6-point Eagles lead. Second, well short, no good. Rebounded by Rideout. Up the floor, Thomas right side. 30 seconds left. Davenport, deep left wing. He's driving in, and a hold, a foul called on Evansville Christian will send a good free throw shooter, Davenport, to the line for a 1-and-1. Nab hit with that foul. Davenport 1-on-1 tonight, 82% on the season. Team down 6, 25 seconds to go. Free throw for the sophomore Davenport. In and out, no good. Missed the front end of a 1-and-1. Rebounded by Chesser. And now foul in the backcourt. Boy, Colonels needed those two. Evansville Christian will go down and shoot 2. I believe it to be Dunham headed to the line. sure who got that foul on.
It was on Satterfield.
So 4 on Satterfield. Free throw for Dunham, good. 21 seconds left. 7-point Evansville Christian lead, 51-44. Second free throw, got them both. 8-point lead, 20 seconds left. Thomas with the basketball, gives it up to Satterfield. Davenport with it now. Down to 12 seconds. Davenport from 12, short, no good. Rebounded underneath by Schnechter. Eagles fans come to their feet. And Evansville Christian, one of the smallest schools in Indiana, beats one of the biggest in Kentucky as they win 52-44, spoiling senior night for the Colonels. The Eagles play heartbreakers tonight on Valentine's night, snapping the Colonels' 6-game winning streak and winning 52-44. Stay tuned for the post-game show coming up next. Special thanks to First Federal Savings Bank as our presenting sponsor of Colonels basketball tonight. Interested in a certificate of deposit? Stop by First Federal Savings Bank's new Henderson location on the 41 strip for their wide range of term offerings. First Federal Savings Bank, member FDIC. Evansville Christian beats Henderson County 52-44. For Ryan Davenport, I'm Greg Busby. So long.